everybody, how y'all doing today?
How y'all doing this evening?
We are back.
Yes,
and
we are.
We are the Cottons.
Le Cottons.
Yeah, and we are
100% cotton.
You kind of delayed there.
Yeah, just a
That's
little
all right.
bit.
But anyway, so we came on here today because there is something that we want to talk about.
Oh, it's so juicy.
And there's something that needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to say it, but we're going to say it because we're 100% cotton. We no synthetics, no additives, preservatives, but straight up 100% cotton. The look, the feel of cotton. Anyway, there's one thing that will break any type of relationship up, and that's money.
Money, 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 money. Money. Why is it that money is that one thing that causes divisions? I mean, we've all experienced this. We all had someone, a family member, an uncle, a cousin, a co-worker, a best friend.
Best friend.
That's
Boys.
it. Yeah, homies. Yo, you know, we
Laughing and
talking and all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, they hit you with the question, yo, can I borrow some money? And it seems like it's never a small amount that they want to borrow. But here's the thing that gets me, is that when they ask, it's almost like as they're asking you, they have this sense of, I know you're going to give it to me. And then they give you that look, and it's so in that stern in their voice, like they're going to pay you back. They tell you, I'll pay you back in 2 weeks. Now, we all can have experienced this. 2 weeks pass. Look at my wife's face.
2 weeks pass.
2 weeks pass. You see him. You're just a really small example. You see him at work. You see him outside. And they act like everything is normal.
What about the phone calls? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you always talking on the phone. All of a sudden, they're not calling you. And there you are, you're having a conversation, and you're saying to yourself, I'm just going to wait to see when he or she is going to say, you know what, about that, I know what I borrowed from you, something, I don't have it right now, but can I pay you back? They say nothing. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it happens
all the time.
All the time. This will make somebody want to fight.
Yeah.
Money, the love of money, is the root to all evil. But if that's your money and you're in good faith lending this money to your friends, right? They said, can I borrow? They didn't say I can have. Now, if it was up, you know, we'll be a blessing and say, you know what, you can have it. But if you're asking to borrow, that means that you got to pay back.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have to take you, 5 years?
Or however long it takes.
However long it takes. This is what makes people angry.
Yeah.
And this is what messes it up for the next person, because when you borrow money from your home or your home girl, you know, they be like, yo, man, how you do it? Yo, you know, you good money. Look, the word money is in there.
Yeah.
People are selfish.
They're selfish, and they make it look like they're in dire need when they're asking. So it's not that you feel bad. You don't even feel obligated. You feel, okay, out of love. Yeah. This is my friend. Mm-hmm. This is my whoever the person is. So I'm going to do that because I know in your mind you know that they're going to pay you back.
And then they disappear. All the phone. You're like, you know what?
I haven't heard from so and so.
I didn't hear from Jack in a few weeks.
Yeah. The worst part is when you see them face to face.
Jack is at that table playing blackjack at one of those casinos with your money.
Mm-hmm. Now, think about when you borrow money from a bank or you take out a loan.
Right.
There's no, I'm going to pay you back, and you don't pay the bank back. Why? Because the bank makes it where they set up, they get your information, they ask me what your account number, your routing number, and they tell us that electronically, auto pay. They make sure that they getting back. But us as humans, we don't do that. I think that maybe we need to start doing that. Maybe sign a legal contract, have it notarized, because you know it's the division that it's causing. Because you want to be the person that you are, you know, love God, you love the word, you're a Christian, but sometimes you want to fight. And sometimes you want to let them have it. Yeah, because you see the emotions coming, right? Because we're talking about what is causing division.
Division. It happens in relationships all types
All
of
the
relationships.
time.
It happens in marriages. And when we got married, the pastor told us the number one thing that causes divorces is money issues.
Money issues.
And he's right. People are always arguing over money.
Over money.
You go out to dinner with your mate. I'm not paying for this. Well, I ain't paying for this either. Come on, it's money.
Yeah.
Right?
So can anyone relate to what we're talking about? You had a friend, a family member, an uncle, a cousin, or auntie, and they said, can you loan me and I'll pay you back next month $500 or $2,000? And generally you might have been saving that money up for something else, but because out of the kindness of your heart and the love, you gave it to them with the expectations that they would pay you back. And it's so heart-wrenching because as time goes by and you see them often, you talk to them,
6 years later,
they never bring the conversation up. I mean, just a little something like, you know what, I know that I borrowed from you and it's been a minute and I don't want you to think that say something.
Yeah.
Don't just look me in the face, see me at work, we're having a regular conversation. We're talking about basketball, and you just forget about that money. That
question, or when they do remember, they be like, "Oh, you know what, man? I'll check you out later. I got something to do." Because then they remember.
Then they remember. I think for those individuals that are going through that, you have to sometimes put yourself in the person's shoes that lend. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel?
How would you feel?
If you loan somebody $1,000, $5,000, whatever it is, $500, with a promissory that you would pay them back, and gave them an expectation date of when you would pay them back, and they ignored you.
Right.
And the phone call stopped. And y'all see each other, y'all talk about everything, and they're trying to be kind and patient to see if you're going to at least acknowledge and bring up, about that situation. Here's $100. I'm gonna try to give you something next week. It's this. The conversation just never occurs.
It never shows up.
Never shows up, and we all have been in this place. And like my wife said, this is what makes it difficult for you to even want to be lending someone any type of money at the. It could be. It gets to the point. I don't want to lend somebody $5.
But I don't even. You know what? And I don't even want to. And although I do, the person on the street that's standing out there with a sign, you just want to walk on by. Walk on by.
Yeah.
But, hey.
But again, with that, we use discernment. But we're talking about, as we hasten to a close, the what causes strife and division is when family members, friends, and they borrow money from you, and they know they have no expectation of paying it back.
None.
And they don't say a word. They just act like you don't exist, like everything is okay. They say, well, look where you live at. You driving that.
But they're buying this and they're buying that and they're buying, but they're not giving you back your money.
Worried about what you have when you gave it to them as a loan. How you worried about what I have?
A lot of trouble.
Yeah, I gave it to you as a loan.
Yeah.
Because they think that because you have it, and that's what they say under their breath. She has it, he has it, they have it.
You look like money. Well, you look like you got my money.
My
How about
God.
that?
Well, again, we laugh, we joke, but we're serious.
This is some serious, 100%
yeah.
cotton stuff, like we were always talking about. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes.
We want you to like.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share. Please share with as many people as you know.
Yeah.
Somebody will be blessed by this.
Yeah, this is something that needed to be discussed.
Yes.
So on that note, we are
the
Lecatons.
And we will
see you the next time.
Next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.